Alright, today we have a Agathon. This is a carbide tool grinder. This is the model 175 DIA. And it's running, and what we have is a couple of diamond wheels, one on each side of the spindle. They're designed to use the edge of the wheel, not the face of the, not the front of the wheel, but the sides of the wheel, to sharpen your carbide tooling. And this is a fixture here where you could put like a carbide lathe tool in here and bring this forward and sharpen that tool on either different wheels. If you had two different wheels on here, you have a coolant pump that's built inside of here, so you have coolant going to your area where you're sharpening. You know, you have a lot of stuff going on here. This piece on the right is a fixed stop. This whole piece pivots up and down, and once you set this about where you want it, you have a fine adjustment on the side here with this stop. I'm really not so familiar with how to use these things. You can loosen this here. Whoop, almost had an accident. And then you can slide this back to this wheel and put this anywhere you really want it. It will sit low like that and slide along on that arm. Now over here you have a micrometer adjustment, a very fine micrometer adjustment. Once you loosen this clamp here, when you're doing your grinding, you'd want to have this clamp. But if you needed to move your tool left or right, you know, tenths of an inch, 10,000ths of an inch, you have a very fine Swiss-made dial micrometer here that actually moves this whole work area back and forth. And then you can lock it in place. And again, you have this fixed stop here for another kind of an adjustment, which I'm not too familiar with. But the whole thing itself has lots of different movements. You have this angle here that you set. There's a nice calibration here, a scale. And you have this angle here where you can swivel this way, put it back on zero. I keep everything on zero because I don't really know what they mean. And I guess that's about it. This here is to loosen it. Now it's 220 volts, 3-phase. When you hit the stop button, the wheels have a brake on them. So the wheels are going to be locked in case you wanted to break the nut loose, to change them. When you want to rotate the wheel, you take the brake off, and now you can turn this. So this has a brake. We stop it. We shut that off. Here's your main switch here. Down on the bottom, you have a little coolant pump, brand new in there actually. You also have this little fixture here that you could lay on here instead of this, and then you can just, you know, kind of hand hold your tools and go into the wheel and do them by hand. That's a nice thing to have. So everything is all right in this little package here. That's the Agathon 175A. Just what you see here. There's a manual goes with it. Explains a lot about the machine and the function of it, electrics, and whatever parts you might need to get someday. Thank you very much.